This is breaking news, citing here the New York Post, which I think is relying on reporting from Reuters. Trump may be indicted today, they think tomorrow, in Atlanta. That would be number 4. Is Fani Willis out to get him? Already he's been charged with January 6th charges. These would be more of them, but out of Atlanta, or a Democrat prosecutor. Well, the headline is, quote, Georgia court website posts, removes docket of potential Trump charges in 2020 election probe. Atlanta prosecutors appeared Monday to inadvertently reveal the offenses with which they plan to charge former President Donald Trump in connection with his bid to overturn the 2020 election result in Georgia. A 2-page docket briefly posted and then was removed from the Fulton County, Georgia's court website, showing Mr. Trump facing 3 charges, it looks like, or facing charges including racketeering, conspiracy, and false statements, citing Reuters. A grand jury convened by the DA, Fani Willis, is scheduled to hear testimony Monday and Tuesday with an announcement on charges against Trump and his allies expected soon after. So that's a little bit more. The 2-page document cites the violation of the Georgia RICO. It's basically the racketeering. It's what they use to charge mobsters act. Solicitation of violation of oath by public officer, conspiracy to commit false statements and writings, and conspiracy to commit forgery in the first degree, among other charges listed. So multiple charges. Viva, let me just get your reaction. This is unbelievable. Like, what kind of, like, there's nothing that's been handed down as far as we know from the grand juries. They post something, then they pull it on one of, if not the most important state case in the country right now.
Megyn, it's corruption to the core. It is an abuse of the process. It is what will cause people to have absolutely no faith in the legal judicial process for decades to come. It's become a joke. And the idiot talking head blue checkmark fools on Twitter who are now thinking that somehow magically this 4th indictment, however many charges he's up to, what is it, 78, whatever, they think that's somehow evidence of his wrongdoing and not evidence of a system gone totally crazy in an attempt to try to punish Trump for, being public enemy number 1. It's just more of the same. First of all, they gag Trump, by the way. The judge, and I forget now which one is. I think it's in
D.C.
In D.C.
It's in D.C.
They gag Trump while they continue to unlawfully leak stuff publicly to the press,
100%.
Whatever. It's become a sick, I'll say a Soviet joke that while the administration here condemns Putin for being an autocrat, totalitarian ruler, they are turning the legal system here into a Soviet-style sick joke. And my only hope is that people are finally waking up to realize that the more indictments that come down doesn't make Trump guiltier. It means that the system is perhaps irreparably broken, but people need to start understanding it in order to start remedying it.
Yeah. And I mean, like, what is this? So, like, this is how sloppy they are? This is just disgustingly sloppy, if not politically motivated, to just get the news cycle going on. I have no idea what actually happened there, but we both know he's going to be indicted by this Fani Willis. He's already been charged. He's already been charged on Jan 6th.
He's already been acquitted. He's already been acquitted in the second impeachment.
Right.
And now they want to go indict him on something he was acquitted for by the Senate. They've lost their ever-loving minds, and there has to be some political blowback for it. Hopefully that comes in the 2024 election, where this gets all resolved by Trump getting elected again.
You're right about the protective order. I mean, that really burned my bridges too, because because he was tweeting, you come for me, I'll come for you, which is a benign statement. It could mean politically, it could mean in the context of a litigation, but that's certainly not the context he put on it. In any event, they expect him to sit back and not do anything as his political opponents like Mike Pence are saying things about him. That's the problem when you have a political indictment charging the likely Republican nominee. It's all political. And you cannot have this leaky Department of Justice and say to the defendant, you can't say anything. So he managed to get that protective order limited to he's not allowed to link sensitive materials that were disclosed in discovery. But they're going to try to punish him. The DOJ is going to be in there trying to punish him time and time again, trying to get him to stop tweeting. Meanwhile, Mike Pence and all the other witnesses against him, not to mention the DOJ, which leaks every other day to the Washington Post and the New York Times, can do what they want.
They put the gag order on sensitive material. All that means is they're going to qualify everything as sensitive. And now I put 2 and 2 together in my trajectory of getting blackpilled. In 2020, they tried to impede Trump from campaigning because of COVID. Go protest BLM all you wanted, but Trump couldn't hold a political campaign. So they wanted to cripple him and handicap his ability to go campaigning in 2020 because of COVID. And now they're using this weaponized persecution to prevent him from successfully, effectively campaigning in 2024. It's not a bug. It's a feature of what they're doing.
What do you make of this, Peter, this report now that the court website in Georgia posted and then took down a list of the charges that Trump is about to be indicted on? I don't know if that tells us the grand jury has, in fact, approved the indictment, voted in favor of the indictment, because how else would the court clerk have a list of I just counted, I think 5 charges that he's facing, and then they took it down?
Yeah, I think it's really interesting just in how the media is going to report on this case, similar to Kohberger and all of the high-profile cases right now that have so much media attention. Is it being handled appropriately? And is it a situation where they're going to be fair in how they report?
Look at the mirror. Do you see those dark spots? You don't have to live like this, but they're not going to go away on their own. Introducing the Dark Spot Corrector from Genucel, perfect for summer. The Dark Spot Corrector, with not 1 but 3 cutting-edge ingredients, goes to work fast to target sunspots, dark spots, liver spots, and even old discoloration, both on your face and hands. Enjoy your summer sun, beach, and barbecues without those embarrassing, pesky spots. With Genucel, you will see the results or you will get your money back. No questions asked. Go to Genucel.com right now. Get your dark spot corrector with the new Genucel Most Popular Package and say goodbye to those pesky spots tomorrow. And if you're not blown away with the results, get 100% of your money back. No questions asked. Visit Genucel.com/MK60 right now for these amazing summer essentials and save over 70% off Genucel's Most Popular Package. Don't wait. Order Genucel's Most Popular Package right now. Free shipping, free returns, and the best luxury skincare you've ever used. All at 70% off at Genucel.com/MK60. GENUCEL.com/MK60. All orders include a mystery luxury gift while supplies last. Genucel.com/MK60. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.